Today, I'm smoking this spiral cut ham. I'm gonna give it a delicious glaze and slice it up. Since these hams are already cooked, all we're really doing is reheating them. But if you wanna do something extra special and you have a smoker like the Weber Smoky Mountain or the kettle, then consider doing it on your smoker instead of the oven. You'll introduce some great flavor. You will love it. Now let's get started. I'm gonna be cooking on the Weber Smoky Mountain. I'm gonna be using 3 chunks of apple wood. I'm also gonna be lighting up a small chimney of charcoal. We're using the minion method today. Once the charcoal is lit, I'll go ahead and dump it in the center. Let's put the midsection and put the top and let it come up to temperature. I'm adjusting all 3 vents to about quarter open. Now let's prep up the ham. For the ham prep, I'm going to be spraying it with a little bit of water. This is so the rub will stick. And yes, I'll be adding a little bit of rub. Let's start introducing some flavors. Coat it as well as you can. Now some of the rub is going to hopefully fall in through the cracks. Some hams are already smoked, but I never feel the smoky flavor is ever enough. So we're essentially double smoking. And like Wrigley's Double Mint Gum, we're not only doubling the pleasure, we're doubling the fun. That was stupid. Weber Smoky Mountains reached about 250 degrees. I'm going to be putting in the water bowl. I did not put any water in it. I just put a little bit of foil for easier cleanup. Put down your grate, and then let's place in our ham. It's been about 1 hour and time to check on this ham. Right now it's reading about 89 degrees. Ham is looking good and it's picking up some good color. Next, I'm going to be wrapping it with foil to speed up the cooking process. And it'll help maintain a little bit of moisture. Let's cook up this glaze. With the glaze, you could also bring something a little extra special. I know most of these hams come with a little glaze packet, but I think more often than not, you're better off making up your own. And as I'll show you here, it's very, very easy. Exact ingredients are down in the description. Let's check up on this ham. The Weber Smoky Mountain dipped down to 225 degrees. So it's going to take a little bit longer for it to reach internal temperatures. I'm going to go ahead and remove the foil and start glazing. The internal temperature on this ham that we're trying to reach is anywhere between 140 and 145 degrees. As you can see, it's reading about 112. We still got a way to go. One thing worth noting is that instead of placing it in a rack like this, try putting it in a foil pan and add some braising liquid, some juice or some stock. It just makes for a juicier ham and makes for easier cleanup. Let's start glazing. If I were to do things a little differently, I would have run my temperatures a little higher, maybe in the 275 range, just to speed up the cook. I also wouldn't have glazed so early. I would have waited just a little bit longer before glazing, maybe in the 125 to 135 range. It was a little dark, but it was still really, really good. Ham is almost done, but I'm gonna go ahead and add the last glaze. This ham is smelling really good and it's looking really good with this glaze. Check it out. I love how the glaze has sneaked in between the cracks, and it's gonna give it a lot of flavor. If you can't tell already, I love my Weber Smoky Mountain. And if you love yours too and are interested in more cooks on the Weber Smoky Mountain, then you're in luck, because I have compiled all my Weber Smoky Mountain cooks into one playlist. So be sure to check them out. I'll post the link down in the description and at the end of this video. Ham is done, and let's remove. It's reached an internal temperature of 145 degrees. This smells really, really good. Now it's time to slice. The great thing about our spiral cut ham is that it's very easy to serve. All the slices are ready to go. I like serving this ham along with some mashed potatoes, or serving it the next day for breakfast, along with some eggs and potatoes. But you can't go wrong with making a sandwich with this delicious ham. Let's give it a quick taste. It's been about 5.5 hours or so, and it's time to taste this. As you can see, some of the flavor penetrated a little bit in the center. The bottom part of the ham is a little bit more moist. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give me a comment down below, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.